Now we give the floor to a representative from State Education Development Agency, Dita Muravjova. The floor is yours. Good afternoon. I will tell you about the database National Education Opportunity Database. What kind of information you can find in it? What is the target audience and the future challenges? And also very briefly about statistics about the habits of users. Here you see the database. This is National Education Opportunities Database, or it is a guide in education. National Education Opportunities Guide. And here you can see information, various information. We publish information about educational opportunities at Latvian Institution of Education. And the target groups are any users of education, young people, children, adults, pedagogues, librarians, career sports specialists, and so on. Currently, we provide information on more than approximately 14,000 education programs in at least 2,000 education institutions, and also the venues, the branches, departments, study centers, and so on. This is only the visible part of the iceberg. We also have the invisible part. Some programs and opportunities which are not visible, which are not offered currently, but will be offered perhaps the coming year, because we are providing the actual offer. The system was established in 2007, so we have already reached 9 years of age. We were launched in September. And it is maintained by State Education Development Agency. And here, some statistics. As you see, the number of visits is growing rapidly. On average, we have 26,000 unique users per month. And we have small mistake. 33,000 should be in the first bullet point. And so we have this number of visits. Compared to 2015, we had 24,000 unique users per month. And in 2014, we had on average 16,000. So we really see a leap in this number of unique users. Well, provisionally, we might say that it consists of two parts. The database itself, where you can look for information about educational opportunities, programs and providers, but the added value is the portal section, articles, information about relevant topics, also e-advice, and this service helps to understand information that can be found in the database. So this is a support tool. We also have our account in Twitter. We have our Twitter account as well. We have approximately 1,200 followers, a bit over 1,200. And so in the database, you can find information about topical possibilities of education on different educational levels: general, basic, secondary, evening, distance, also professional education to young people. That's after a secondary school or basic school. We'll provide information on vocational education and also art, music, sports education, continuous education. And this information is meant both for young people and for adults. We have higher education, basic studies, higher level, doctoral level, second level higher education, master degree level, and also doctoral degree studies. And in different to other databases, we are trying also to provide information on courses and continuous professional education, which is non-formal education. So we try to put in all information that we find in official registers and also include informal education. And this we do in cooperation with education providers. Some of these programs have been licensed with at local governments, so we also use cooperation with local governments. Search possibilities. You can have simple search like Google, very simple by using keywords, symbols, and so on. We have also advanced search by using filters. And it's possible to combine these types. You can put in keywords and then add filters. And you can do that subsequently. You don't have to start a new search. And here, to make search easier, we have already established templates for search. And these have been established on the basis of questions put by users to our e-advisory service. And we have also looked at the most frequently used keywords for example, evening school programs, and also we also provide information to people who have not completed their education. And we also have A and B programs for teachers. And again, you can select this information. And the database has been connected with European Commission portal, Learning Opportunities and Qualifications in Europe. Indra just told us that in Latvian qualifications database we can find information about qualifications if you move to this European Commission portal. But from our database, this portal would have information about educational opportunities. And now part of the portal, we have all the current information and articles. For example, we have information about preparatory courses for central examination and for studies. We get such questions often, and we have decided to provide one article, and we provide information on institutions of education which offer such preparatory courses. And also we are preparing now. We are preparing information about winter enrollment in programs. We provide also e-advisory service. Any consumer of education can send answers to us, and we try to provide extensive answers. We get in touch with institutions, with experts, and some of these answers are also published. On our database, we have career choice tests and different infographics, useful information on educational topics, and so on.
It also includes explanatory sections on accreditations and licenses. In other words, we try to explain this in simple words. How do we differ? We are different in the sense that our database is aimed at a very broad target audience, starting from pupils, ending with seniors. We don't have a status of an official register, and we don't have the functions of accruing statistics, but we instead use the data of existing registers. We use the before-mentioned SEIS, and we will also use the qualifications database as a source and other sources. Apart from what I mentioned, we have, say, information on study programs or professional programs that are planning admissions, providing information when admissions are going to take place. We also provide information on study fees, state tuition provided for them, and also for programs that provide state tuition. Program or curricula specialization is available related to both professional and academic programs and admission requirements. This is what the program view looks like. And what you can see here is that additionally to qualifications, you have a link to the Professional Standards Register. And you also can access these standards in PDF format. And you also can read information on accreditation. I'm not going to outline everything that is provided here. Updating is carried out by the State Education Development Agency, and the database currently is not interlinked with other registered. As I mentioned, the information from existing register is used. We verify carefully information that we use. As for the future challenges, both content and technical-wise, as you know, we're shaping a project named Career Education Project. Here you can read the full name. And within the scope of this project, we plan to launch the World of Professions, or Profesijų pasaulis .lv, that will provide information on professions that one can obtain or acquire in Latvia. And this will be sort of a professional career development portal with intercompatible information. This is our view into the future, how the public interface looks. Well, we have seen some changes, and it's not exactly like you can see it there, but navigation will be much more convenient in the new version, and it will also provide the links with the World of Professions. What is important is that we're going to be an even better guide than up to now, and the searching will be much easier, say according to types of education or levels. For example, I don't have a complete primary education, so I will be able to look up the ways or the directions in which I can go from here. So the National Education Opportunities Database, or NEOD, will take me there. It will also focus on people with special needs that will be able to access information. Now, you will be able to look up specific programs, and then you will be able to access linked articles where the information is explained in a broader scale. And we are also going to develop a mobile version of the database. And here we can see information that the World of Professions as well as the NEOD will be interlinked, and the mobile interface will be developed. Here we have outlined our plans. The head of our institution has had negotiations with the representatives of the databases I mentioned. And within the scope of the project, new self-assessment tools will be developed, and they will be very useful for people in the future in relation to this SAM project that I already informed you about. I think that would be all on my part.